Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis update for QNT. We're going to talk about the 200-day simple moving average and the fact that QNT has flipped this into support. We're going to cover some key levels of support and resistance, as well as the QNT Bitcoin ratio and what's going on with this chart. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, I will leave a link to my Twitter page in the description below. Feel free to go ahead and check that out. I am fairly active over there as well. So the first thing I want to talk about with QNT is the fact that we're coming back down and we're retesting the 200-day simple moving average, which is this line in green. Now today that's coming in around $104, and you can see over the last few weeks, QNT has had two key retests of this moving average, both attempts holding it as support, and we're starting to bounce off from here. So that's a very bullish and positive sign because the 200-day average is typically a great indicator for the longer term trend and momentum. And being above this can be a bullish sign, especially when we're coming back down and holding it as support and buyers in demand are starting to step in at this level. So I also do want to talk about this level of resistance that we have from $150 to $160. Going all the way back here to 2021, this was a key level of support. QNT broke back above this level, consolidated it, held it, and then continued to form a new all-time high. And then eventually it had a retest in December of 2021 as well as January of this year, ultimately getting that breakdown later on and eventually coming back up to flip it into resistance. So you can see QNT had that retest where this level later became resistance. And then we had another rejection right here in March, again coming up to that same level, rejecting and then continuing to roll over from there. So on this move that we had back here in October, we did get a brief rally above this. Ultimately, it was unsustainable though because we came back down to retest it as support and then just fell right back through it, and now we're coming back down. So if we do have an extended bounce off the 200-day average and we do start to come up to this level, again, watch to see if this starts to act as resistance. If QNT can start to break above this level and then flip it into support, that would be a great sign, and that's definitely something I'm going to be paying attention to into the next few weeks and the next few months. So as an illustration, a sustainable move above this level would look something like this, where we can have some consolidation, again, buyers in demand starting to step in at this level, and we can hold that sustainably over weeks instead of just having this brief fake out like we did back here in October. So I also do want to talk about the QNT Bitcoin ratio, and this is a very interesting chart because we've just recently made a new all-time high back here in October on that same rally. And the fact that QNT has made this new all-time high with respect to Bitcoin is bullish because it represents tremendous outperformance, a lot of relative strength, especially with respect to the rest of the market. Very, very few altcoins can actually say they've made a higher high with respect to Bitcoin or even held up any of their support levels. A lot of altcoins are breaking down and forming these longer term bearish trends, whereas QNT is again retesting that level. It's above both of these weekly moving averages, the SMA 20 and the EMA 21. You can see those two red and green lines right here, and it's got a very powerful trend behind it. And if I just zoom out here, you can see that powerful trend where it's been the same story where we have an uptrend and then consolidation, uptrend, consolidation. And if we do get a further and extended breakout above this high, going back here to August of 2021, I would expect at that point a continuation of the longer term trend and continued outperformance with respect to Bitcoin, which is overall a great sign. And that's something I really look for in altcoins because they do tend to take on higher risks. So having an altcoin that outperforms Bitcoin is a good sign that you're not letting that risk go to waste. So what I will be watching out for this chart in the next few months is again that breakout, getting us back above that high from August of 2021 and a continuation into price discovery mode, making new all-time highs. And that would look something like this, where if we can get back above this level, hold it as support, and then start to make higher highs, that would be a very bullish sign. And I just want to give you guys an example of something like this that has just recently happened with another altcoin, just to give you an idea of why this is so bullish. So here is the chart of Binance Coin, and this is the BNB Bitcoin ratio. It's a very similar thing. We actually had a new all-time high formed back here in August, just a few months ago. And again, you have seen that continuation to the upside, that continued breakout. And if I just zoom out here, it has basically just been a resumption of the longer term uptrend. We had that big leg up, the consolidation, and then the new all-time highs continuing this longer term uptrend. So if I switch back over here to QNT, again, we have that uptrend in place and we just have to wait and see if we can make that breakout, continue higher from here and enter that price discovery mode, which would bring a lot of relative strength into QNT on the USD pair, where it would have that outperformance again with respect to Bitcoin. So that is specifically what I'm going to be watching out for into the next few months. I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.